Hello BookTube, it's Angie from Angie Rose Nomad. Welcome back to the channel. How are you guys doing today? I have been very good, kind of busy. I've also been down the binge watch rabbit hole, so I've been horrible with reading this week. I finished one book. March started with a bang and it just is going doop 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 this week. So my wrap-up will be up on Wednesday, so stay tuned for that. But I binge-watched the entire first season of The Umbrella Academy. Fantastic. Highly recommend. And I just started Killing Eve. I think I'm on episode 3. And I had to force myself to stop and make this video, or it would not have been up for you guys to see today, which will be tomorrow for me. So, yeah. Anyway, this is going to be my April TBR. Now, I did a January TBR, which went so well, you guys. It was amazing. I'm being sarcastic. It did not go well at all. I think I read 2 books from that TBR. But I did a TBR for March, and I have to go back and watch it to see how many books I actually read off of that list. But that went way better. I think I at least have 5 that I wanted to read in March. So, gonna go back and watch it. We'll talk more about that in the wrap-up. But let's get into the TBR and the books that I'm going to be reading in April. So the first book that I'm going to be picking up in the month of April is The Hobbit. This is part of a book club pick. I'm a part of a Facebook book club, and their April pick was The Hobbit. I have never read The Hobbit. I only read The Fellowship of the Ring. In high school, I picked that book as a project. You could pick whatever book you wanted. And I picked it, and it was so long. And I never got through it. I did like the movies, though. They were quite enjoyable. So I was excited to see that this was on their April TBR as well, because I've been meaning to get to it for quite some time. And this follows the story of Bilbo Baggins, who is a hobbit, and he is very content in his life. He really doesn't travel much until one day a wizard named Gandalf and a group of dwarves appear on his doorstep, and they say, let's go on an adventure. We're going to go get this treasure from a dragon known as Smaug. And along the way, he runs into a very mysterious ring and a creature called Gollum. So next up, I have my 5-star prediction for the month, and that is The Nazi Officer's Wife by Edith Hanbeer with Susan Dorquin. I picked my 5-star prediction and my arc that I need to get to off camera. Sorry about that. But I was excited that this one came up because this is one I've been wanting to read for quite a while now. And I got it from the library maybe a year ago, 2 years ago. So this follows Edith's journey. Now, she was in Vienna, I believe. Yes. When the Gestapo came into her home and forced her into first a ghetto and then a labor camp. The back of the book says that she emerged months later and she decided that she would go underground because she knew she would be a hunted woman. So I'm guessing that she escaped. And she eventually ran into this man who was a Nazi officer, and she was upfront with him. She told him she was Jewish, but they got married and he protected her. And it just says how one Jewish woman survived the Holocaust. So I think it's going to be really good. And then the arc that I picked is Afterward by Jennifer Matthew. This is about a girl named Caroline whose little brother was kidnapped. They eventually find him and bring him home, but where he was at was also an older boy named Ethan who was kidnapped when he was younger and living with his captor for many, many years. Caroline is wondering what Ethan knows about what happened to her brother, and Ethan can't really be around Caroline without having this traumatic experience drug back up to the surface. But they might discover that they need a friend in each other, so we shall see. We shall see where we go with that one. The next book I recently hauled, and that is 12 Patients, Life and Death at Bellevue Hospital by Dr. Eric Mannheimer. I got this for my birthday. It is a inspiration for the TV show New Amsterdam, so it's about hospital life, and I cannot wait to read it. The next book I have is The Bookshop of Yesterdays by Amy Meyerson. So I'm just going to go ahead and read the inside cover. I think that would be easiest. Miranda Brooks grew up in the stacks of her eccentric Uncle Billy's bookstore, solving the inventive scavenger hunts he created just for her. But on Miranda's 12th birthday, Billy has a mysterious falling out with her mother and suddenly disappears from Miranda's life. She doesn't hear about him again until 16 years later when she receives unexpected news. Billy has died and left her Prospero Books, which is teetering on bankruptcy, and one final scavenger hunt. When Miranda returns home to Los Angeles and to Prospero Books, now as its owner, she finds clues that Billy has hidden for her inside novels on the store's shelves, in locked doors of his apartment upstairs, in the name of the store itself. Miranda becomes determined to save Prospero Books and to solve Billy's last scavenger hunt. She soon finds herself drawn into a journey where she meets people from Billy's past, people whose stories reveal a history that Miranda's mother has kept hidden, and the terrible secret that tore her family apart. Sounds fantastic. Love books about books. You guys, if you notice like a slight up tilt during this video, I did not notice my camera was moving until just a couple seconds ago when it got something way above my head in frame. I was like, oh no. So the next book that I picked for April is a book of the month pick, and it is A Woman is No Man by E.F. Rum. This tells the story of three generations of Palestinian American women who are torn between individual desires and their strict Arab culture. And this is a debut novel. I'm just going to read this little blurby at the top like it's a sentence. And I don't know if this is what the author actually wrote about writing this book. I think it is, though. It says, "Where I come from, we keep these stories to ourselves. To tell them to the outside world is unheard of, dangerous, the ultimate shame." I am so excited that I picked this book up because I like learning more about cultural traditions, and I can't wait to view it from someone else's perspective. So the next book that I have on the April TBR is part of the tomes that I want to read in 2019, and it is A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. I think a lot of people know what this is about. I can't balance it on my hand to save my life. But it follows the story of, I don't remember her name, Diana Bishop, who is an scholar at Oxford, I'm guessing, and she uncovers this rare manuscript known as Ashmole 782 in her research. But doing so brings about all of these supernatural creatures, including Matthew Claremont, who is a vampire, and he has keen interest in Ashmole 782. Now, I forgot this girl's name already, you guys. Diana? Yeah, okay. Diana is also a witch. So we're going to see how that plays a part in this story. I know that it has already been made into a TV show, and you can find it on YouTube, I believe. I know it's like really, really crappy quality. But here in the States, it is actually coming out. I don't remember on what channel. Go figure. I don't remember something. I know it's Sundance, and I think there's one other channel that it is coming out on because I don't get Sundance. So I was really excited to hear that it was coming out somewhere else so I could finally watch it. You guys are sliding again. Ugh. There we go. And I want to say here in the States, it comes out toward the end of April or the beginning of May. So finally time to pick this one up. I have my TBR bucket over here. There's also books in here for Read It or Leave It Round 2 that I don't want to show you guys until I film the video. I should have just filmed it tonight, but then I'd have to go get one more book. And we all know I ain't doing that. So I do have a few more books. I'm really not getting into any detail about them. I'm just going to tell you guys the name. I have them written down in my handy dandy bullet journal. And really quickly, I'll just show you guys my spread for April. If you guys are interested in seeing a Plan With Me video, let me know. The only problem is I film on my phone or iPad, and I don't have a tripod, so I have no idea how people get the down shot. So if you film those type of videos with that type of equipment, please let me know so I can actually film it. I tried the other night, and I was like, screw it. But yes, so we have April, which I kind of stuck traditional and did April showers. And yes, before you say anything, I know I cannot draw. It's okay. It's okay, because the only way you can get better at something is practice. So then we have this page with books I want to read. So I have my TBR shelf, which we just went through. I have any buddy reads or ARC reviews that I need to get to. And then I have Read It or Leave It Round 2. So this shelf will actually be the same for the month of April and May. And then over here, I have videos that I want to post and film. And once I post them, I should say, I'll color in the raindrop or the cloud. That's what those are. This is my little habits page with my water intake, my daily Dutch practice, because I am trying to teach myself Dutch through the Duolingo app, and walking and tracking how far I walk. And then on this page, I have personal goals, like things I want to do with YouTube, Instagram, which I'm not very good at the moment, Twitter, same applies, and personal goals. And that's it. But the arcs that I need to get to from NetGalley this month are Prologue to Murder and The Lonely Hearts Crime Club. And I believe my review of The Lonely Hearts Crime Club is going up on April 21st. And the other one, Prologue to Murder, will be up in the very beginning of May. So that is it for this video. I'm so sorry if you guys tilted. I'm going to fix the camera for the next video, which might be best that I'm not recording 2 videos this time around. Yeah, so I can fix this little wobbly camera issue that I am having. I'm gonna go so I can watch more of Killing Eve before bedtime. Notice I didn't say reading. I'm terrible at reading this week. As always, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and if you like this video, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to become part of the tribe if you have not already. I do post new bookish videos every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I'm going to get back in the habit of posting 3 times a week in the coming future, very, very soon, and I will speak to you guys in my next video. That was weird. Why did I say it like that? And I'll speak to you guys in my next video. Bye!